welcome back to another video on Tropical Storm Georgette and also Tropical Storm Frank, which are getting a bit stronger now. Both of these storms are getting a tiny tad stronger, which is kind of insane how strong these storms are actually getting, because I thought Georgette would just stay weak for the whole of its life, because Georgette has a weird track. So Georgette is basically doing this. So I'm sorry, I'm just using my sister's keyboard. So basically what Georgette is going to do, something like that. Now obviously it's not going to do that bend, it's going to do more like this. And then Frank is going to come up and do something more like this, which is going to happen. But if you come down here and you click on Frank, they're both at 81 kilometers now, which is basically 50 miles an hour. The new update hasn't came out just yet, but I think the update, when the new update comes out, I think they're going to put Frank a little bit stronger. I think they're going to put Georgette as a little tiny tad weak, or a bit tiny bit stronger. But as you can see, it says here that Frank moving westward and expected to become a hurricane in a few days or so. The center of Frank was located near 13.2 degrees north and 110.0 degrees west. The minimum central pressure was 1010 millibars with a maximum sustained wind of about 50 miles an hour. Now this storm is looking pretty sick on satellite imagery right now. As you can see, I'll highlight all of this for you so you guys can see. If you guys want to read that, you can read it. But now moving on to the track. Here's the track. As you can see, they have it as a tropical storm for another day, so like Friday, and then this is when the cone changes, because it changes into a into a hurricane, which these are the tropical storm wind field. So the wind field is probably about 20 to 30, maybe I think 20 to 30 nautical miles. So 20 to 30 nautical miles towards this side, 50 nautical miles towards this side, and 20 nautical miles. So about 20 nautical miles towards the south, 30 nautical miles towards the east, 25 nautical miles towards the east, towards the west, and 25 kilometers towards the north. So basically, you can expect this to weaken in a few days. When it gets past the Socorros Islands, this is when it's going to start weakening. Over here is when it's going to start weakening, because the SSTs are cold over here. Now Georgia is just south of here, and Georgette's doing that. So Georgette can move south, get a little bit stronger, maybe interact with Frank a little bit, like what Marie and Katrina did in 2004 when Marie was over here. Katia or Katina was over here, And obviously this storm was a Cat 5 heading out at sea. This storm was heading out like this. Marie was here, and the outer bands was like literally coming out of here, which was influencing on the storm, weakening this storm and giving Marie strength. Which that is the Fujiwara effect. But now I'm gonna show you the the intensity models, because the intensity models, they do have Frank as a tropical storm about category 2 strength, which fair play, it could happen. But Georgette, you can see, this is Georgette's track. 5-day uncertainty track. This is Georgette's track, as I'm saying. It's south of the Socorus Islands, probably like far south of the Socorus Islands now. At least about 1,000 miles south of the Socorus Islands, because the Socorus Islands are over here. So basically, there's no impacts on the Socorus Islands whatsoever. You got this storm here, basically, track like this, which is it's a weird track. It's a weird track for something like this, because you don't usually see a storm like this that does this kind of track in the Eastern Pacific, because usually you see storms that do form up here, but they usually go out to sea and then turn towards the north like that. That's what you usually see. Or you usually see storms from north and just go up north, which is very rare for it to do that. Intensity models. Now I'm going to show you the satellite imagery. Satellite imagery, it's looking kind of decent. Not going to lie, it's got a little bit of wind chill on it, but it's looking kind of decent. Now for wind speed history, basically, it did get tropical storm status, probably like 500 miles near the Socorus Island. So I'm going to show you tropical tidbits now real quick. So here you have the Atlantic. Right, now I'm going to show you the model ones for the Atlantic. Now there is a storm that does try and form towards the south of the Central America gyre. Now if you keep watching the Central America, where near Panama and all that is, you should see a spin up in the Atlantic. You obviously do see a strong major hurricane, which is far out. Don't think that's even going to happen, because that's on the longer range. But as you can see, this is the 12Z model run, and nothing really active, to be honest with you, as I expected. So to be fair, I'm going to show you now the analysis tools. I'm going to show you the ocean analysis. I'm going to show you the La Nina. Right, the La Nina is coming back, and it's getting stronger, because we are now at we're at minus 5.8, which is basically a La Nina. But for Australian standards, this needs to be a 6 for Australian standards. Now, I don't know why Australia doesn't classify this as a La Nina already, but Australia is in a La Nina warning right now, as this could easily, by the end of June, get to -1, because it's heading down that way. We're officially back in a La Nina, which should make the Atlantic active because it should start making activity more in the Atlantic and start suppressing the Pacific. So yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoy the video. We're to share. We've lost 2 subscribers, which I don't really care about. All I'd say is just share this video with family and friends on social media. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like. Trying to get up to about 60 to 100 subscribers by the end of this year. So if you can do that, for me, guys, that'll be well appreciated. So anyway, I should see you all in tomorrow's video, and I'll see you soon. Peace. Stay safe from these hurricanes and storms. If you live in the Socorros Islands, you may get some tropical storm force winds from Frank. So to stay safe from that, and any tropical storms that form near the Central America gyre, stay safe in Panama or Costa Rica, and even anywhere. Stay safe in the Gasawal Islands from 93W. There'll be an update out tomorrow on 93W about 2 PM BST time. I'll write that down in my diary. So yeah, anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, see you in the next episode. Peace and have a good